Hello guys, welcome to my presentation in which I talk about the Turtlesoup Simplified. So first things first, I want you guys to understand the CB and the BC, okay? The CB is the sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, and the BC is the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. If price accumulates within a CB or a BC, the wicks can be reclaimed for Turtlesoup. And if you guys watched my video on how to trade like a professional, you know that limit orders are better than market orders. So this is literally it. So let's go onto a live chart example in which I show you guys an example of it, right? First things first, let me just hop on replay, right? Just showing it on hindsight in this case. So what can we see here? This is the whole fair value gap, right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna refine it to the spots where price hasn't tapped the rest of the CB in this case for a bearish model. So we wait. So we put a short position as well and just make it low risk. So just about on the top of the fair value gap, okay? The reason why is because limits over markets, as always, okay? Market orders, they are good to chase price, but at the same time, you are risking more than required. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an example of a market order and an example of a limit order in this case. Let's say if you're doing a market order, this is not gonna get tapped because the fair value gap has been filled, okay? So this is my market order, and this is a limit order right here. I can't put limit on the trading view replay because trading view replay is just weird like that. So just have a look at price. So we have the untapped CB and boom, I got swept out literally next candle, right? So that's a prime example, okay? If, let's say hypothetically, this does hit stop loss, I would have lost way less compared to this move right here in a certain way. Anyways, let's have a look. We tapped the 50%. We had a nice reaction outside, right? So the limit right here put me in a little bit of a drawdown, which is not that much of an issue. It's how many points? It's about a 4 point loss, and that's not a problem because anyways we got back to break even. Okay, so the drawn liquidity can be the low hanging fruit, so that's sell side liquidity. If you scroll back, it can be this sell side liquidity right here. Just make sure to scroll back and also make sure to use the market engine and the MMXM logic as well with it. Right here, as you guys can see, we are in a bearish MMSM. So why would you go for a buy type of thing, right? It's just scroll out and you'll see the narrative easily. Anyways, I've entered right here on my limit compared to this trader right here who entered with a market and hit a stop loss. And look what the magic that happens right now. Almost hitting stop loss right here, but still edging it because this is the CB that has been reclaimed right here within this price movement. And let's have a look. Hold on. And boom. Price just went down and hit TP. Very clean exit as well, because if you look at it right here, this is a second turtle tip as well after sweeping liquidity. After sweeping important liquidity, there you go right here. So that's another turtle soup right here, as you guys can see. So how can we frame a turtle soup right here? So first things first, check this BC right here, okay? So let's check this CB right here, okay? This CB, first things first, did show the price to go into a lower target, but you can see here how price is in a certain way resisting this order block right here. So the reason why I've chosen this as my order block is because price did change the state of delivery in this case right here. And even though you guys might not trust it, I do trust it as is. We have closed this body right here, this body right here. We have wicked in here, and then we went up, right? You might not trust this initial move right here, but you might trust this one potentially. But entering a market right here puts you in a drawdown. There you go, right away. That's your drawdown right away, okay? What you want to do is wait for a bit of a more discounted price, which is still respecting this order block bodies in this case. So if we go and grab our fib tool right here, our trustworthy one, you can see that we have the 50% tap right here. So what you could have done is waited, put a limit right here, so literally a limit just right here, and you could have basically sniped the entry to go long right here. And at that point, if you guys were really scared of this fair value gap, you guys would have put a break even, and whatever happens, happens, right? We can also target this nearest buy side liquidity to fill up this CB right here. So that's our target right here, and you can see how price just goes for the TP. Boom, there you go. And let's just quickly gauge what happens. In terms of a market engine, we can reprice to this BPR in this case, so let's have a look. Okay, we didn't. So that means the price had ulterior targets, so maybe in this case would be this initial entry right here. So let's have a look. And price smashed it and it got out of the end dog. So that's basically it for the explanation of the video. We got the explanation of the order blocks in this case right here as the changing state of delivery. As you can see here, the changing state of delivery happened just about here, but we have managed to find an entry lower just by framing this order block right here and how the bodies respect the order block. The wicks do the damage, right? So this will be on Turtlesoup as well, but the wicks do the damage. We don't care about the wicks. We only care about the wicks for our entries, okay? We want to see how the body gets respected by this order block right here. And this third candle, 453 candle, this was the nail in the coffin, right? For the order block. And in a certain way as well, let me just delete all my drawings. We have made another order block right here as well. So we can use this one for a limit. So you can just put your limit at the 50% and you would still not be in that much of a drawdown. Literally not much of a drawdown. And you could be targeting this low hanging fruit right here. And guess what's the risk to reward on this? It's 4 risk to reward. So this is a very, very clean setup. And that's it for the video, to be honest. I don't really have much to say. I have a lot of other stuff that I am gatekeeping as well. It is on my Discord. Like, if you guys want to join my Discord, maybe you'll find out. Maybe you're not gonna find out. But this is the only things that you need, honestly. There's nothing else that you guys need. That's literally it. So I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and give me a comment as well on what I should do next. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.